Hey everyone! Welcome back. I am back today. Like, I did not realize this last week, with the season finale of Demon Slayer. I am pretty sure I had like no concept last week when I watched. I feel like I found out between then and now that this is indeed the season finale. To be honest, I mean, we've been ramping up for a while. So, like, I feel like they probably wouldn't stretch this out for, like, several more episodes. Like, it's Demon Slayer. They're always going to kind of, like, leave us wanting more. You know what I mean? And I do want more. I have no idea what's going to happen here, guys. I'm excited. I'm scared. I'm all of the above. Last episode was amazing. I will briefly get into what I thought of it. Just kind of my lingering final thoughts on the episode. But first, I just want to say, if you are joining me early today, you know just what that means. It means you are one of my awesome patrons. Thank you so much. And as always, I'm sending up those big old hugs right through that screen. And if not, still thank you for joining me today. I'm glad you're here. I do hope you'll consider supporting me that way. The link to my Patreon is going to be in the description down below. If you're joining me on those YouTubes, I hope you'll hit like and subscribe for me. Thank you so much. Yeah, guys. So it's funny how they seem to be getting me in this like little trap of like, we're going to show you something so cool and so mind-blowing. You're going to be like, why was I ever worried? And then we're just going to like literally blow stuff up. We're just going to like blow everyone up and leave you on it. And that's what they did. I loved seeing everyone just going... Full force doesn't even begin to cover it. Because, I mean, like, when you're shifting your organs around to avoid death, you've achieved, like, another plane of existence. Like, that's beyond. It's just ridiculous, and it's wonderful, and I love it. But it was so great to watch them really pull it off. It took everything they had and more. They were all, like, on their last leg, and they did it. And... as soon as they did it, as soon as the wives were like, wow, they actually did it, it just, like, hit me. I'm like, oh, God, no. Oh, God, no. Like, I just got this bad feeling. And then the next thing we see is Tengen running towards Tanjiro being like, get out. Oh, man. I never thought about that with the bodies. And I don't know, like, what the awareness level was about that. I mean, we've never fought these demons before, and anyone who's fought them seemingly, or many who have fought them anyway, have not lived to tell about it, particularly the Hashiras. So there's probably like no way we could have known for sure what was going to happen, but dang, guys, to leave me on everyone getting blown up. They didn't really get blown up. Yeah, I just know for sure, like, that didn't it happen, but they're going to show, like, the close-up of everyone getting away in an instant. But I really don't know where we're going to go from here. For all I know, they could pull out some big last final thing. Someone else could show up. Or this could be like an epilogue. Certainly, we've covered a lot of ground with multiple different characters this arc. In a way that we could very easily just make this kind of wrapping up everyone's story, you know? Do Tengen and the wives go and, like, start their kind of, like, peaceful life or whatever? I don't know, you guys. I don't know. I just get this feeling we're not out of the woods, and I really genuinely hope I'm wrong about that. I'll be very, very pleased if we just start kind of building towards, you know, like, the next phase of the show. Oh, you guys, I'm so excited and scared. I can't believe we've come so far. I can't wait to see what's going to happen. What do you say? Without further ado, we go ahead and get started on the finale of Demon Slayer. Let's go. Oh, dang, guys. That was an excellent finale. That was an excellent finale. I absolutely loved it. I loved it for so many reasons because, like, I knew when I saw their heads roll close to each other, I'm like, there is no way they're going to let us out of this without a gut-wrenching backstory. And man, did we get it. And I'll tell you what, every time, it doesn't matter how much the demons tick me off, every time they show me the backstory, I'm like, I legitimately cannot. It really says something about the fact that, like, there are a lot of things in Demon Slayer world, just as there are in the real world, that are so unbelievably cruel and unfair that, like, you can see why, I don't remember what his real name was. They mentioned it in his real life, but, you could see why the brother came to enjoy hurting others, showing his strength, having power, having maybe not so much respect, but at the very least fear from others. All while kind of like falling back on this sense of security that he got from having a sister who was so beautiful. And that is the whole thing in itself. But that aside, he genuinely loved his sister. For someone who knew no love, knew nothing good, knew no mercy or anything from anyone else in his life, he was still capable of having love. And I think that really says something. But yeah, I mean, it's not like they had much of a choice anyway when they're like dying and a demon rolls up and is like, hey, I'm gonna make you guys demons. But I mean, you still can't even, like, the conscious decision, you wouldn't be able to blame them after all they have been through. So, wow, that was just, so, I imagine we're gonna be seeing more of the two demons that we saw in this episode. Both the one who, maybe we've seen them before. You guys know I tend to, like, lose track of things. I think the one that we saw at the end was the one we've seen. But the one with the white hair, who was, well, his said upper six though, which means, and they were upper six. So did he, that wasn't the spider one. He had white hair, but it didn't seem like the spider one. So I don't know. I probably lost track, and there's probably an explanation for, like, where they're all at now. But certainly I think we're going to be getting much more into the upper ranks now. I so highly doubt that Kibutsuji is going to take this well. The fact that he's having a little meeting is a sign in and of itself, but I mean, this shook things up. Like, this, what we saw, like, does not happen, and that's why it's such a big deal. We saw the master, I forget his name as well, but you know the one I mean, the one who was, like, coughing and dying and everything. I mean, the kind of, like, joy at this turn of events goes to show, like, this is a big deal. So I highly doubt that Kibutsuji is going to take it well at all, and I'm sure he's going to pull out all of the stops, which is really scary when you think of the fact that, like, yeah, we really, for all intents and purposes, should not have made it out of this alive. We did manage to, like, all four of us make it work to cut, which really says a lot, but technically speaking, like, they all should have died. Like, that was basically all Nezuko. Taking the poison, I think getting them away from the worst part of the explosion. I think that was implied. She at least did it with Tanjiro. But yeah, like, everyone made it out. I'm just, like, so impressed. Like, the town got evacuated. I mean, it's rubble, but I mean, the people made it out. All our crew made it out. The wives made it out. Tengen made it out. Tengen definitely, you know, sadly lost some appendages and some body parts, but I'm thrilled for him to go into retirement. I think he has more than earned it, and I like that idea. I was so afraid that he wouldn't get the chance. I feel like anytime you see somebody saying like, after this, it's finally all gonna be good, it's like, oh God, no, this person's gonna die. So I'm just like thoroughly impressed that they all made it out and they're gonna go basically right off into the sunset. We got to see one of the other Hashira in this one. So my guess will be we're probably gonna see other demons and other Hashira in the next one as we go into what they didn't really set up the next story very much. Like we don't, it's not like last time where we had like, okay, like we're going to go on, you're going to go on this in a, you know, we're going to have like a train thing going on and you're going to go with Rengok and you're going to like, we're still kind of like, where are we going next? What's going to happen? I guess we're just all going to regroup and then see what happens. I mean, I'm guessing there's going to be a season 3. Probably, I don't know when, but if anyone knows if it got approved or not, let me know, because I'd love to know. I'm sure it would, though. I can't see them not making more Demon Slayer, because I feel like it's super popular. But guys, that was an excellent episode. It was an excellent way to wrap up the season, the arc. We learned so much during this arc. We learned a lot more about Tanjiro and the background of his abilities, Nezuko and her abilities. Zenitsu, we got to see it like full awesome mode the entire time. And Nosuke was amazing. We got to know Tengen. So I just think it worked on so many levels. Like we fleshed out a whole lot. And we definitely got tons of action and greatness along the way. Oh yeah, let's not forget that whole like thing that the master said about like the blemish on his family. Had they ever referred to Kibutsuji as someone from his family before? Maybe they had. Again, guys, I lose track of things. You know, sadly, I don't go back and rewatch the entire series all the way through before starting the new season. So sometimes things get they fall between the cracks, so to speak. But I feel like that was new. Are they related? What's going on? But guys, I loved it. Oh man, gut-wrenching, heart-pounding action. It checked off everything for me. And we got Pony Nezuko at the end. Like, how can you beat that? It can't be beat. How are they going to top this? That's what I found myself asking like last season, was like, oh my God. But they find a way. They always find a way. So, all right, guys, I loved it. I hope you enjoyed watching along with me. As always, thank you so much for joining me today. Please be sure to join me next time. I am watching other series, other anime, and I will be starting up something new now that this is wrapped up and once Attack on Titan wraps up. So stay tuned for that. I hope you'll join me for that. We will watch it together. Bye for now, guys.